Thank you all so much for being here. I'm still kind of not used to, as a transplant, people coming out of the cold for a night like this. Bravo. I'm so proud of you for being here. It is a chilly one, but we're going to warm you right up with tonight's Sparks. We're excited for our theme. We've got an amazing group of performers for you. I'm Rebecca Sorensen. I'm one of the hosts with Katie Vernon and Jim Mahoney. And they're here somewhere. Jim Mahoney, Katie Vernon over here. We want to thank our sound engineers for making this event sound so good. George Scott McKelvey and John Robinson are here. Our stage manager, David Bilgen, is here. He makes the magic happen backstage. And at the front, our house manager, Mary Engelke and Doug Engelke and Jen Cook, who have been phenomenal tonight. Thank you all so much. Kimberly Sen of Sen & Sons did our graphic design, and we're so grateful for her help. We also just want to say thank you to all the Morningside and Linden Hills Church volunteers who set up our little pop-up coffee house here, and we'll take it all away at the end of the night, and they do that without a lot of recognition. So thank you all so much for your help. We also want to recognize Chris Laskowski, who's with us tonight. He's broadcasting for Edina Television. So we will have this show running on Edina TV and on our YouTube channel, Morningside After Dark YouTube, and on our Facebook. So thank you so much, Chris. And Kathy Towers here tonight taking photographs, and we're grateful to her. So you'll see her popping around getting some great pics tonight. We also have Morningside Theater Company. Our stage isn't typically so colorful, and we're so excited. Morningside Theater is getting ready to do Mary Poppins in March. And so Ella Williams, the director, she has been awesome just helping us get things ready for tonight. So thank you so much, Ella, for your help, and good luck with the musical. And as always, it's just wonderful to be here in this cozy venue in the heart of Morningside. We are so grateful to Pastor Obi Ballinger, who's with us tonight, just has a few words to say. But thank you so much, Obi, for having us here tonight. This is just our favorite place to be with Morningside After Dark.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. What a treat to be gathered together again. So glad you were able to make it here. Welcome one and all to Morningside After Dark, an event of joy full of rhythm and spark. With music and laughter, this night will be grand. We know you'll enjoy each speaker and band. Join us as we sing, dance, and celebrate in a community space full of love so great. You'll leave this place feeling glad and a part of stories and melodies that'll fill your heart. And if you enjoy this night full of fun and cheer, you'll love all that we have planned this year. For in March, we bring Mary Poppins to town, see Morningside Theater, bring the house down. For little ones who need a place to play, we have preschool registration, open Wednesday. Come with your kids, fill out the forms, get ready for fun and learning new norms. For those who seek spiritual peace, Sundays upstairs may bring release. With hymns and prayers, we come together in meaningful worship that fills us forever. We're gathered with friends together tonight for an evening of joy to make the night bright. So let's raise a cheer as the sparks take flight. Thanks to ChatGPT, my verses rhyme right.
All right, I don't know how to follow that. Wow. Oh. All right. That was awesome. I got a rhyme. It's not gonna happen. All right. Hi, my name is Katie Vernon. So good to see so many familiar faces and so many new faces. You guys are the best. I feel like the weather was just like, I would say taking the piss, but that's like a rude thing to say. But maybe you don't know that phrase. Anyway, it was testing us, and we came anyway. All right. We want to give a special thanks to the nonprofit partner Dissonance, bringing the arts to support mental health services to create a healthier world. Find out more at the sponsor table tonight or by visiting dissonance.org. We have a new website. So that's over there at the end of the sponsor table. And we are the musical partner for tonight, paying all of the artists, because part of mental health is actually paying artists. Yeah. Welcome to our new community sponsor, Comma. They're over there with all the books. A new bookshop with a pop-up tonight featuring new releases, local authors, recommended reads, and books on the Sparks theme. And they're killing it. There's so many things over there with the Sparks theme. They did very well. And that was all curated by proprietor Victoria Ford. Check out their table and their location in Linden Hills at 4250 Upton Avenue South. Thank you to our longtime patron, Yoga Fit Linden Hills. Boop, boop. Go see Ashok, he's the best. For their continued support, located at 45th and France, they live up to their mission to make yoga and fitness accessible to everyone. To that end, Yoga Fit is here tonight, signing up all guests for a month of free yoga. Visit their table to get started. And they have several locations. I was listening. There's one in Northeast Minneapolis. I don't know. Ashok can tell you the rest. Thank you to Hyperbole, the best podcast ever, featuring the best and worst of everything each week in pop culture, news, local drama, hashtags, and interviews with the cool people you need to know. Available everywhere you podcast. Big thanks to the 10 Spot, a clinically clean beauty bar at 45th and France. It's the perfect spot for all your beauty needs. Mention Morningside After Dark and receive 15% off all 10 Spot services. Now, this is exciting. I feel like Oprah. Oh, is it happening? Oh, really? Okay. Oh, okay. Does anyone have a birthday today? This week? All right, right at the back. Someone in a pink hat. Stand up. All right, someone's going to give you something. A car for everybody. No. All right. So that person, am I allowed to say it? I feel like I shouldn't say it now. Is this real? Is it real? Yes. You have won a $100 gift card to the 10 Spot. That's very impressive. All right. And it's your birthday this week. So you're winning. All right, we also want to thank Rebecca and Mark Sorensen for their sponsorship. Yep. I could spend all evening thanking Rebecca Sorensen for just being wonderful, and I think everyone in this room knows that. Please note our emergency exits along the walls here and in the back somewhere. Bathrooms are located in the back of the hall, up the stairs. Please help yourself to Starbucks coffee during the show too, and it is decaf for anyone who's been asking. And let's start the show. Woo! Our first performer, it's still me. Our first performer is an alto saxophonist and Emmy award-winning television reporter. Prior to starting her career in journalism, she performed jazz and produced comedy shows in New York City for 7 years. You can now find her sharing the stories of Minnesotans every morning on Care 11 News and playing her sax at Apostles Supper Club in St. Paul every Friday night. She is also officially the sparkliest of the sparkly people here tonight. Please welcome Eva Anderson.
Hi, everyone. Ooh, I am so honored to be here tonight. What a lovely group of people, and here in the audience, as well as the people who organized it. When we were told to perform, the idea was Sparks. So I thought of a song that I think you guys will be able to understand why I picked it.
Oh my God, a girl after my own heart. Oh my God, I'm dying. What? Oh no, I'm not doing a costume change. I would. But you have to pay to see that. All right. What? You did? Oh, well, come see me later at the dissonance table. A life coach, strategist, and speaker, she works with CEOs and entrepreneurs to establish beliefs, actions, and life patterns to achieve their goals. She is the founder of Up Level Together Mastermind, the largest mastermind for successful female entrepreneurs in the Twin Cities area and beyond. Let's hear it for Jasna Burza.
Such a pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Tonight I'm reading an excerpt from, I guess I'm taller than I thought I was. Thank you so much. An excerpt from a book that I wrote that's coming out in May. A hot yoga class, several rows of women standing on their heads. They were 30-somethings, flexible and sleek. Their outfits matched their mats. Even upside down, they looked composed, powerful, and like they belonged. The heat burns away the toxins and releases whatever you need to let go, came the instructor's calming voice. Good, I thought. Exactly what I need. Burn it all and let me start again. As we moved into the final pose, the happy baby, I lay on my back, thankful no one could see me, and I began to cry. I vividly remember the pain, 3 a.m, my husband asleep. I sat on the bathroom floor, blood gushing out of me every few minutes. Strangely, that provided temporary relief, until the contractions started again. I had been told the baby had stopped growing and that my body would expel the tissue. Just go home and wait, they said. The body knows what to do. Nothing had prepared me for this. Alone on the bathroom floor before dawn, unable to do anything other than bear witness to my own loss, grieving what could have been a happy baby. I wondered if this was some kind of cosmic punishment for squeezing that little kitten in the refugee camp when I was 10. The kitty died a week later. It must have been the kitty. It was my 4th miscarriage, and though it would be followed by 5 more, that proved to be a turning point for me. That morning, as my spirit sank and I felt I could not go on, something majestic, a bright light in the darkness seemed to catch me before I fell too far and held me up. Something told me I was going to be okay. That was the moment I started writing this book. Life brings challenges to us all. Some spread slowly throughout our lives like a crack in the foundation of who we are. Some are swift and sudden and seem certain to destroy us all at once. But often these moments of crisis are also moments of transformation and change. Too often, though, we react, avoid, or ignore the possibility inherent in these liminal spaces in our lives. Weakened by pain and exhausted by loss, we turn away from the heat of the fire that could burn away what we can no longer use, make us into the more powerful beings we could become. In the long term, of course, this is more harmful. And I'm seeing this sort of paralysis happening on a mass scale right now. But as we move ahead, we need to heal. We must take a step back from the chaos and make a space of stillness for ourselves in the world again. We need to find our spark. Last few years, I studied the power of quantum physics, thermodynamics, intention research that reminds us of how powerful we are. Science now bears out what mystics have believed for millennia. And as Rumi wrote, we are the universe in ecstatic motion. We are the creative force in the universe. Every breath, thought, and action creates a ripple effect from the microcosm of our lives to the macrocosm of the cosmos itself. We all know deep down that there's a voice that we cannot explain, a sense of awe, an awareness of the presence of guidance. But many of us have forgotten to listen, and the clamor of the world in our ears makes it hard to hear. I don't believe human beings are here just to go through the motions, accumulate stuff, and live mediocre lives. I believe that there's a kind of genius within all of us, a genius that we are here to fulfill. I believe we have the chance to realize our purpose and leave this world a much better place. But right now, caught up as we are in this global simulation of reality, this video game version of life, we're drunk and asleep and unaware of the potential that we possess. The answer is to heal all parts of ourselves and access our genius. And in the words of Walter Russell, mediocrity is self-inflicted, genius is self-bestowed. Regardless of who you are and what your role in this world is, you are a healer, a person capable of making yourself whole. As Maria Hornbacher wrote in her memoir, Wasted, healing requires one thing above all. It takes action. This will not be done for you. Eventually, you yourself will have to choose how to do it, how to live. You will have to find your way. But there is no one way. There's only your way. And your way to healing, purpose, joy, and abundance will make itself known through those things that resonate the most with you. They are your spark. The answers for which we have been searching are already within us. We ourselves are the healers we seek. We are the ones we have been waiting for. Thank you so much.
This is why I love this event. Sparkles, tears, lots of stuff. Love it. Born and raised in Cedar Falls, Iowa, our next performer is a versatile musician and band leader, combining observational, sometimes quirky, lyrics with throwback melodies. His most recent single, Winter Symphony, was released in December 2022. Selfishly, I'm also going to mention that some of my favorite times performing on stage in the last couple of years have been with this gentleman. Aww. He's one of the best accompanists in town and just a really stellar musician, a wonderful dad, and just a great person. Here he is, songwriter. Oh, it says dad. I already said that bit. Songwriter, awesome person, Muppet enthusiast, and Ween enthusiast, Ben Cook-Feltz.
Thank you, Katie. Wow. I'm going to play a song called Magnet on Your Refrigerator. Sometimes I feel like sparks can come in all different flavors. Sometimes they're sparks of inspiration. Sometimes they're sparks of realization. And that's what this song's about. Say the trees are green as hell in Nashville, and whiskey flows from a well in Nashville. You can really set a spell in Nashville. It could set you free. Hit the dirt and play to win in Nashville. Show the devil where you've been in Nashville. But I don't really want to live in Nashville. It's really not for me. Oh, won't you let me be a magnet on your refrigerator, 9 feet off from the world? One eye open like a hawk, I would love to watch and learn. I'll watch and learn. If you've got something on your mind, well, say so. Put upon or left behind, well, say so. No one ever takes the time to say so. Nothing's gonna change. So won't you let me be a magnet on your refrigerator, 9 feet off from the world? One eye open like a hawk, I would love to watch and learn. Take me to the bridge as cars and vans go rolling by. Make a wish, send it down the holy highway where it goes. We may never know, but I've got a funny feeling that the road we choose will one day lead us home. I live about a mile away from Richfield. I honestly don't have that much to say about Richfield, but I believe I'm gonna stay near Richfield. I really like it here. I've got troubles same as you in Richfield. My dreams have struggled to come true in Richfield, but I can watch my baby grow, and I don't really mind the snow. Je ne sais quoi, don't you know? Yeah, Richfield is ringing loud and clear. Oh, won't you let me be a magnet on your refrigerator, 9 feet off from the world? One eye open like a hawk, I would love to watch and Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, I'm Jim Mahoney, one of the hosts of Morningside After Dark. It's so great to see this room back full again and to have you all here. So welcome, welcome. Our next artist is an advocate and creator of healthy social experiences that decentralize alcohol. And she's fascinated with the art of gathering intentional conversations. The founder of Zero Proof Collective, she's also board member of our sponsor, Dissonance. Please welcome for the first time here tonight, Jen Gilhoi.
Last year at this time, I submitted an idea to the organization that could amplify it on a mass scale, TED. TED originated in California in 1990, and today, groups that are licensed to host events known as TEDx events have produced 13,000 talks in over 150 countries. Talks are 18 minutes or less, and all speakers step onto the red carpet that is universally the common grounding element of TED Talks around the world. My talk, completed October 29th of 2022 via TEDx Edina, will be joining the online library in the upcoming weeks. It began like this. I've been alcohol-free for 8 years, and I'm thriving as a non-drinker. What I'm not free of is the question I continue to get in social spaces everywhere. Why aren't you drinking? I go on to point out how American drinking culture wants everyone to be in. The audience emphatically agrees when I prompt them, cheers to that, right? Well, that response makes sense because half of Americans say they'd like to drink less or not at all. Half. But acting upon that desire is a different stat and story. Drinking alcohol is paired with everything from weddings to funerals. Because of alcohol's centralized presence and use, it can feel near impossible not to drink in social settings, even when we have the best intentions or a true desire not to. The spark I'd like to ignite for you tonight challenges the way many of us typically think of our relationship with alcohol: personal shame, which is how I understood the assignment for nearly 2 decades. When in reality, number one, alcohol is a highly addictive drug. It makes sense that you struggle with its use. Number two, our culture shames people for not being able to drink responsibly, which has many of us asking the question, am I an alcoholic? Not a fun identity question, one most of us would like to prove wrong. And number three, our culture glamorizes it, making it hard to uncouple alcohol from all the things we truly value, like connection, productivity, and purpose. The spark is about moving away from personal shame into a space where we can question society's role in drinking culture. I'd rather you ask, how does drinking culture affect me? Would my life and relationships be better if I didn't drink or drank less? How can I play a role in changing social spaces and my personal social experiences so that I decentralize alcohol in my life? My talk, which is titled Sober Not Somber, an enlightening way to evolve drinking culture, embraces these new questions and a healthier mindset around alcohol and drinking. I go into my story of burnout in a corporate environment at age 40, largely due to my misuse of alcohol. And the outcome, my high-functioning facade, completely crumbled. The year was 2012, so of course, I would go to AA. I took what worked for me from those rooms in that program and strung together 3 solid years of sobriety. Then I met the Dissonance crew at a St. Patrick's Day sober happy hour at 5 Watt Coffee. Here, people were publicly sober and enjoying what is traditionally an alcohol-heavy holiday. This was a distinct cue to me that it was time to step out of the church basements, nothing against church basements, and more into living a celebrated sober lifestyle. Over the past 4 years, I kept asking the question, why aren't more people who choose not to drink for whatever reason asking for non-alcoholic options beyond the sparkling water and sugary soda that's offered in our social spaces? Lots of reasons, as it turns out. Speaking from experience, it can be so frustrating, downright painful to ask. But have you noticed? It feels like we're reaching a tipping point. Younger generations are examining their relationship with alcohol, and there is the rise of amazing non-alcoholic products. The offerings in our social spaces, I insist, must be special, celebratory, and served with enthusiasm to feel inclusive. It is now possible. So now instead of why aren't you drinking, people are starting to ask me, what are you drinking? With genuine curiosity. My talk wraps with this, and I'll leave you with this spark tonight. Sober Not Somber builds on the 2018 rise of Sober Curious, where we questioned our personal relationship with alcohol. It says we're ready to boldly make sober choices and ask for non-alcoholic options. We are thriving in our social spaces and in our lives without alcohol. We're fully present, fully connected, and this is the enlightening way to evolve drinking culture. Sober, not somber. Is this a life choice for you? Thank you.
Raised in the woods of Minnesota to musicians to love music, she gathered content until her late 30s when she began songwriting on her own. Her terrific new album, Moonchild, was written appropriately in the sleepless moonlight. Her rootsy, deeply felt folk songs have been celebrated by the Current and across the country. And we're lucky to have her here tonight. Here she is, Kelley Smith.
Hello. How about right about there? Yeah. Y'all having a cozy time? Good deal. How's it thing? All right. Well, hey, yeah. Hi, my name is Kelley Smith. I'm a folk singer from the north of here and stay-at-home mom turned folk singer, I guess. Turned 40 and put out my first EP. And here we are. Thank you. So the theme is sparks, yeah. And I was thinking about that a little bit. Did a little songwriting in early January. And I'd been spending some time with my grandmother who's in hospice care. And there was a certain magic to being with her, and it felt like a spark. The piece that was about her in that room was beautiful, you know? And it's just like she's come to terms and acceptance with her entire life story, and there's nothing but love there. And so I felt that spark with her in the room, and being January, and I just found myself thinking about the Northern Lights too. So this song is a little bit of a marrying of the energetic feeling of, you know, a sighting of the Northern Lights, what that feels like, and the energetic feeling of the electric feeling, I guess would be a better way to say it, of being in the room with somebody like my grandma who's at peace. It's called Aurora. Aurora, Aurora, have you seen the Northern Lights? All the people gone before you, now they dance across the sky. The song is in the keeping. We'll sing high, sing low. Their voices calm the weeping as they call the weary home. Oh, flowers, gold, tea, and morphine, pale in the gleam of the gold green sky. And each word we lift unspoken hangs in the air on a wild night. Aurora, Aurora, have you seen the other side? 'Cause your prayers are all electric. There's a fire in your eyes. Tell me, did you meet your lover somewhere in between? 'Cause how you blush with every color, and I believe, oh, flowers, cold tea, and morphine, pale in the gleam of the gold green sky. song, it's for you. Baby, if I took too open, well, maybe I'd hear it too. But I never been more sober, never been more alive. But when I saw you crossing over to that dance in the sky,
So the X in this performer's name is more of a math variable than a name. Wearing many hats in the entertainment industry, from music to spoken word to hosting Black Sheep comedy events, showcasing Twin Cities comedic talent to working as a sought-after DJ, he has spent 2 decades honing his craft, always bringing the sparks. We're honored to have him. Let's hear it for John X.
I'm just gonna, I can do this or no? How's everybody doing? My bad, I don't even need that, I'm sorry. I don't even know why I grabbed it, you know? Nice. I see you're nervous right there in the front, don't worry, not gonna bother you. He's like, I don't know about these comedians, they're gonna clown whoever in the front row. Actually, I'm gonna do some spoken word, but I have a story about my spoken word, which is why I wrote it. So, growing up, I was always like the troubled child, you know, black sheep of the family. When I was 11, me and my cousin stole some fireworks from my grandmother's store down in Mississippi. We went to the forest. So I'm 11, he's 16. Remember this. So we're shooting off, you know, bottle rockets and not those small bottle rockets that they let you get here in Minnesota. I mean, like the big ones with like the plastic covers. We shot one at a van once and then put a dent in it, like somebody hit with a cannonball. And so we're in the forest and we're playing like we're hunting, you know? So we got these like little metal things we broke off tables, stick them in there, light it, shoot it. Sparks hit your face, you know, you probably go blind. Now I think about it, but who cares, you know? So we started a small fire, right? Because we're out in the forest, leaves on the ground, dry, it's fall in Mississippi, which feels like summer in Minnesota, so we think we put the fire out. We're like, maybe put the fire out. My little cousin comes, she's like, hey, we're about to go the next town over and go bowling or roller skating. I don't really remember what we went to go do, but I just remember afterwards, as we were driving back to my grandmother's house, 3 fire engines drive past us. Now, mind you, there's only 2 fire engines in the county. So, and we're like, man, I wonder where those fire engines are going. You ever had that moment where you're like oblivious to the fact that, you know, you committed felony arson? And the only reason why you don't get arrested is because your grandpa didn't choose to press charges on us because we're his grandkids. Now, my cousin being 16 and I being 11, who do you think took the blame? Exactly. I never had so many whoopings in my life. But, so, the song, well, it's a song now, but the spoken word piece is called Black Sheep. It's a call and response. Everybody knows that famous Black Sheep nursery rhyme we should do. So it's call and response. I feel like every time a black person on stage is like, it's a call and response. So I'm gonna say black sheep, have you any wool? And you guys say yes sir, 3 blacks. We'll do it on time. So black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. Okay, perfect, good. We don't gotta do it again. All right. See, I was talking to my dad, disappointment in his eyes. Am I still finishing school? But every time I lie, No new registration and 4 years have passed by. I guess when you a failure, time really fly. Getting high before class, never caring to pass. Always acted an ass, smell like I was doused with gas. Scholarships to my younger cousins, doctorates for the others. So close, but I wasn't. But now, all of a sudden. See, in both of my families, education is very important. See, my mom's side, everyone has at least a master's degree. On my dad's side, I have 4 doctorates, 2 professors. One of my aunts is a nuclear scientist. So just imagine, telling my dad, hey, I'm dropping out of school. Exactly. That's his reaction as well, just silence. So close, but I wasn't, and now all of a sudden, family look at me different. I can see it from a distance, always thinking I'm tripping. I don't visit Mississippi. Remember back in '09, I swear everything was fine. Granny told me she was proud that a year later she'd see the reason why that part of the song is so important. Because the only time I ever made my grandmother proud is my first semester. I got a 3.7 GPA my first year of college, right? 2 weeks later, I got arrested. Some friends of mine did something at college campus that I wasn't even there for, but, guilty by association, especially in a state like Mississippi. They arrested 11 of us for a break-in. For something that was worth like $450. I was like, I know math, and 450 divided by 11, like, that's not a good take, right? But it goes, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Now, I know my mama, every day she praying for me. Sometimes I want to ask God, what is she saying for me? But I'm aware that there are demons out here praying on me. So I'm thankful for the demons that she's slaying for me. Because truth be told, I'm just a sinner that's focusing on winning, no longer needing permission, hoping the Lord is forgiven. Or sometimes that he isn't, then maybe he's forgetting. I'll never come to my senses. It's almost reminiscent of our lectures and whipping. See, I grew up with a dad who grew up in Mississippi. My dad used to pick cotton growing up. So discipline was a little different, A lot of people, they either got lectures or they got whoopings. I got both, right? So, like, you never know, like, how it's going to end, Like, I don't know if you guys ever, like, sat and talked with someone the whole time you're, like, sweating, and he's like, yo, if you tell me the truth, nothing's going to happen. My dad, he sat in the same church as Fannie Lou Hamer. So every reason why I ever got in trouble was I know the people that died for you to go to school and get this great education, and you're squandering it away to be a comedian. He wasn't saying that, but I feel like that's what he's saying now. Always on the offensive. Reinforcing my defenses, always on the offensive. Is there really a difference in craziness and persistence? Really lacking consistency. I guess I'm just a sheep that's blemished. It goes, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags. And it go, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. My name's John Next. Thank you for your time.
This musical duet was born under the shining sun amidst the sweltering heat of summer in 2018. Each song is co-written, and with each performance, this duo brings forth a blend of dueling vocal harmonies and sweet guitar melodies. Let's give them a hand. Kelsey Word and Trisha Schweitzer, they are Suzy Plays Guitar.
I can't. Oh, shoot. Okay, I guess I do have to introduce the song. Okay, cool. We are Suzy Plays Guitar, and as far as sparks go, we're kind of copying Kelley Smith here, and it's another song about the winter night sky in Minnesota. And how beautiful it is. Are you ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's such a delight. We're gonna take a flight into the diamonds in the sky, with shimmering lights. The time has come. The tolling bells. We crave for more. Every night we're gonna take a flight into the diamonds in the sky, unraveling sights. Ring, 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 ring goes the bell. It's wishing you well. We're gonna take a flight into the diamonds in the sky. Oh, heavenly fries. Together we ignite the bells. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. 'Cause winter time is here, and it's time to stay inside and spread the cheer.
Thank you.
It's like, we love her tone. Did you hear that? It's like surfy. It's great. Sorry, this is going great tonight. Oh, I'm talking out loud. We have up next an Edina resident. Go Hornets. He is an entrepreneur, an artistic adventurer who loves to tell stories. His new book, Burnt Peanut Butter Toast, is a fictional memoir that addresses trauma, family, identity, and the central question, one asked by many Vikings fans: what pain from my past is keeping me from truly enjoying life? I went there. Just messing. All right, here he comes. Let's have him. Let's have a big hand for Paul Cramer.
Are you kidding me? I mean, unbelievable. The talent, it's just been a joy. And the sparkle dress, I don't know how anyone tops that. So it is an honor to be among all the performers tonight here at Morningside After Dark. And I'd like to thank Rebecca Sorensen for the opportunity. So the impetus for Burnt Peanut Butter Toast was one day after watching the news, I had an intense feeling of fear. Go figure. And I started to obsess about, where does fear come from? This simple question created a spark of inspiration, which turned into my book called Burnt Peanut Butter Toast. Burnt Peanut Butter Toast tells a story about how broken trust creates trauma, trauma creates fear, and fear creates poor behavior patterns. It's part tragedy, part humor, but mostly a love story. Imagine Good Will Hunting meets Silver Lining Playbook. Tonight, I am going to read from chapter 9, WTF, Why the Fear. I walked into my office and just stared at all the self-help and leadership books on my shelf. There were dozens. If that wasn't a clue that I've been searching for something all along, I don't know what is. I grabbed a few books and paged through them. I glanced at all the underlining I had done when I had first read them. Whenever I read, I like to underline sentences or statements that resonate with me. Oftentimes, a lot of statements resonate with me, so there's a lot of underline. It's my way of connecting with what I'm reading. It drives Elle nuts. She often says, "Are you going to read the book or just underline it?" As I looked through the books, a similar theme became apparent to me. They all seem to ask the same thing. Are your current behaviors creating value in your life? I'm paraphrasing, but that was the essential message. Or maybe the message was, more simply, does what you do make you happy? Not, does your job make you happy, but rather, do the behaviors you exhibit on a day-to-day basis make you happy? Every book had some recipe for success. Like that book I read on the airplane that said, if you do these 10 things every day, your life will change. Again, I'm oversimplifying. I sat there and recalled the different times I tried to implement the steps and recipes these books recommended, especially over the last year. For a few days, weeks, or months, I'd be flying high, and then I'd crash and burn, and there'd be hell to pay. No matter how helpful the steps seemed to be, this horrible self-hate, crazy self-talk, and misery would inevitably find their way back. I was on a yo-yo diet of self-help. Elle must have thought I was schizophrenic. I started to rock back and forth in my chair. None of those books had helped me identify why I was doing the things that didn't make me happy. Why do I hate myself? Why do I think I'm a failure? Why do I think I'm a horrible husband and father? What's the origin of these thoughts? Where did they come from? Does everyone have them? I grabbed my computer and started to type. Why do you think you're a horrible husband? I was obsessed with why. When we consulted with Ventori customers, we always encouraged them to ask why 5 or 7 times to really drive down to the heart of the point. I turned once again to my computer and decided to give it a try on myself. I think I'm a horrible husband. Why? Because I don't make enough money to make Elle happy. Why? Because my job doesn't pay enough. Why? Because I haven't hit my numbers. Why? Because I haven't made enough sales calls. Why? Because I'm afraid people won't like me. I stared completely fixated at that last response, and that word, afraid. I paused for a moment and typed, I'm a horrible husband because I'm afraid Ann won't like me. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Please follow me, Paul J. Cramer, on Instagram, and you can get the book on Amazon.
Love all of the stories about overcoming fear to find your spark. That was awesome. Thank you. We're coming down to the end of the program. We've got with us Brooklyn Park native musician since age 14, known for his creativity and wide range of music and songwriting skills. He's performed at Lollapalooza, the X Games, and around the country. His latest album is Painting with Words. Please welcome Marcel Chambers, aka Soda Supreme.
Morningside After Dark, how's it going? You guys look so beautiful tonight. I go by the name of Soda Supreme, and I chose this track, Wait For Me, because sometimes you just need a little motivational spark to know that somebody's waiting for you and they're praying for you. Let's go. Hey, wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. I'm on my way, just give me some time, I won't be late. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, yeah. I'm on my way. Just give me some time. I won't be late. Just give me some time. See how we came up. You cannot blame us. We made them pay up. They think we famous. I had to save up. I watch them change up. I cannot save ya. I ain't no savior. No. Making plays. NFL and NBA. Bring the pain. Major pain like Damon Wayans. Know what I'm saying? I was broke but didn't break. See, I came up in the game, but I ain't playing games. So pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. Yeah. They hate to see when you got the lead. But I'm on my way. Just give me some time. Cause I'm on the grind. Yeah. Hey, wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. I'm on my way. Sometimes people just need to know that you're waiting for them. You ain't giving up hope. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, yeah. Cause I'm on my way. Just give me some time. I won't be late. Give me some time. Hey, give me some time. I'll watch how I work, watch how I work. Hey, give me some time. I'll show you my work, show you my work. Yeah, hey, they got their best on me, yeah. I made the city believe, yeah. I'm in the front, gotta lead, yeah. Hey, my team full of stars like the nighttime. You can call on me like a lifeline. I've been getting to it cause I need mine. The flow is illustrated, check the design, yeah. Making plays, NFL and NBA. Bring the pain, major pain like Damon Wayans. Know what I'm saying? I was broke but didn't break. You see, I came up in the game but I ain't playing. Hey, so pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. Why? They hate to see when you got to lead, yeah. Cause I'm on my way. Just give me some time. I'm on the grind. One more time, y'all. Hey, wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me, yeah. Cause I'm on my way. Just give me some time. I won't be late, yeah. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, yeah. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, yeah. I'm on my way. Just give me some time. I won't be late. Give me some time, yeah. Morning After Dark, thank you so much. I go by the name of Soda Supreme. You guys have a wonderful night.
The winner of the Minnesota Laugh-Off, the PA announcer for the St. Paul Saints, and the winner of several awards at the Aspen Comedy Festival. She was named by Curve Magazine as one of the funniest lesbians in America. She was also voted Best Comedian by her Minnesota peers. We are thrilled to have her with us, making her Morningside After Dark debut, Maggie Faris.
Okay. Hi, everyone. How are you? Oh, my God. Morningside, Edina Morningside Community Church. Woo! This place rocks, because, like, last week I was at Wayzata Morningside Community Church, and it was like, so stupid, you guys. Okay, so my name is Maggie Faris. My pronouns are she, her, and my adjectives are adorable and sturdy. Those are just jokes, but I have a story, and it relates to Sparks a lot. But, okay, so here's the deal. I went to the Boundary Waters canoe area, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with, and this was about 20 years ago, and I had just started dating a woman named, let's call her Glara. I don't want to, anonymity. And so we went up there, and of course, the first day you're like super adventurous, and we paddled and paddled and paddled like 5-6 hours, a very stupid amount of time for paddling, and we found this nice campsite on an island. And then the day before we were supposed to go home, we were like, maybe we should take off a little early and break it up into 2 trips, because we were stupid on the first, So we decided to go like halfway back the day before, right? So we get halfway back and we're like, oh, we better set up camp because it's gonna storm. And so we got our tent put up, and we got a fire going to make dinner and stuff like that. And we look back, and there, it's at the very end of the lake is this storm that's just a brewing, right? And this is like a year or two after the straight line wind damage when it just took all the trees down, you know, and it was, so we were nervous. And you could see it coming in. And as soon as it hit our lake, the wind picked up about 50, 60 miles an hour. And I looked over and our fire, the sparks from our fire were just... I was like, we're going to start a forest fire, and I was petrified. And so we decided to sort of batten down the hatches and get in the tent, right? And so we get in the tent, and I have this weird medical condition, you guys. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called Furia. Immediately when I'm scared or anxious, I get diarrhea. But no, it's medical. I've been diagnosed. But like one time I was on an airplane, we were coming in for a landing, and it was super, super like turbulent like this. And I was like, "Excuse me, Miss Flight Attendant, may I please use the restroom?" And she was like, "No." That's all I can say about that part. Okay. So the sparks from the fire going crazy. We're in the tent. I'm crying because it's so like scary, stormy out. The tent is leaking, and then all of a sudden we hear a weird noise. We hear tunk, 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 tunk. We peek out of the tent door, and the wind is so strong that our canoe is going ass over tea kettle over the rocks, creating its own fine sparks into the water, right? And so we get out of the tent, and we're screaming at it. What do we do? What do we do? She says, mind you, there's 3-foot waves coming in, right? She said, "I'm going after it." And I had to say in my sternest voice, so she wouldn't, I had to say, "You're gonna die." So she said, "Well, how are we gonna get home?" I said, "I don't know, we'll figure it out tomorrow, but do not jump in the water, okay?" So the next morning, it was so scary, you guys. 3 times I had Furia right outside the tent, and then I know, I was petrified. And if you found that campsite after us, I apologize, okay? I'm very sorry. I tried to take heavy, small boulders and place them accordingly, but that's my bad. I apologize. Okay, so then she's like, "How are we gonna get?" It's the next morning. "How are we gonna get home?" "I don't know." And so I said, "Well, I'll climb up this hill and see if I can see our canoe anywhere." So, like I said, straight line wind damage. So all the trees are like halfway down. So I'm climbing up and over and up and over and up and over. I'm getting all right, and I get on top of this hill and I look, and in this bay, about half mile away, I see these 2 metal tips sticking out of the water. I was like, "There it is!" So I start to hike towards it, and I get about halfway there, and I realize, oh, I don't have a paddle. There's no way I can get this back through the woods. So I had to go all the way back, get a paddle. Same story, you guys. Okay, so I get there, I empty it out of water, and I get in the canoe, and I'm canoeing back, and she yelled at me, and all of our stuff was waterlogged. And needless to say, the sparks in our relationship were over, and we broke up on the way home. Thank you. Good night.
I mean, okay, so Maggie was telling us backstage she has a State Fair song that she likes to sing. Should we do that? Yeah. I think we need to hear that as a little encore. And then we have an amazing finale.
Really? No. Yes. She's like, no. Yes. Okay, you guys, I love the State Fair so hard. Maybe you guys saw me on the television. I was a snowplow driver, and then I worked at the fry booth all summer, and they did a story. It was really fun. Anyways, I'm not a singer or a songwriter, but I feel like this audience would really appreciate this song, and you guys can sing along at the chorus if you want, and here it is. Here, wait. Okay. I love the State Fair. It's my favorite 12 days of the year. I love the agriculture, horticulture, princess carved in butter, sculptures, midway, kidway, horses eating bales of hay, mini donuts filled of guts, roasted nuts and rescue mutts, tiny little animal butts. I love the cops on horses, swirling torches, Venture Park, G-forces. There's just no place like the great Minnesota. Get together. You guys sing this part. The great Minnesota get together. I love the toddlers crying, people buying, cheese curd frying, animals sighing, art building, ice cream chilling, bug killing, pie filling. Even with the new food craze, we know Sweet Martha's getting paid. Snow plow, sham wow, baby sow, eat more chow, crop art how, blue ribbon wow, holy cow, take a bow. Cause it's a great Minnesota get together. It's a great Minnesota get together. I love the midway rides, yellow slide, sunburnt backside. Everyone is deep fried, everyone has big eyes. Big green pickles, cop car whistles, butterfly tickles, machinery hill. Ye old mill, ye old mill, ye old mill. Cause it's the great, I love ye old mill, get together. It's so stupid, isn't it? It's the best. Together. All right, you ready? This is my favorite part. Do you know how many things there are on a stick? Well, there are Pronto Pups, ice cream cups, alligator sausage, tater tot, hot dish, candy bars, and ostrich, corn dog, nut roll, scotch egg and pickle, mashed potato, onion fried, cotton candy, key lime pie, pretzel dog and egg roll, cheesecake, cookie dough, Belgian waffle, strawberry, lobster and bologna, caramel apple, mac and cheese, big fat bacon, brings me to my knees. So good, right? I love the grandstand marching band, give 'em a hand, I demand fish and chips, RV trips, baby chicken, milk on lips, get your name on a brick, haunted house scripts, fried food fix, and the quilts are all stitched, watch the news, fireworks, and the grandstand music, go home and do it again the next day, you can do it, it's a great Minnesota get together, we're gonna do it 3 times, it's a great Minnesota get together, one more time, then we're done, Scott, it's a great Minnesota get together, State Fair!
We needed that. Warm us up. This has been the worst winter ever. Take us back to the State Fair. Rolling Stone magazine says she creates her own Americana mishmash, a little Amy Winehouse-worthy neo-soul here, and a little great American songbook influenced songcraft there. Downbeat magazine writes she combats heartache with sugar and sass. She is a legend, and we are honored to have her with us tonight. Davina.
Okay. Hi. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? How are you feeling? How are your hearts? How are your heads? All right. Nice. A lot of balance in here, I see. All right, so I don't really have a big story. Well, I have a huge story, but I'm not going to bore you with it. Yeah, you trust me. We don't got time. But I can tell you that during the pandemic, I'm one of those up-down people, all or nothing. And stuff got real. Like, shit got real for me, I think, in my mental health, as it always does. Talk to me in 5 minutes. We'll see how I'm doing. But, you know, I just kind of lost hope and so much. Like, everything. I was like a borderline nihilist there for a second. Like, why? Did you ever get that way? 3 of you? Okay, good. Nice. Well, it happens. And it happens to me. And to me, like, I think a spark was just something I needed. And I'm still not there yet. I don't need just one spark. I'm not that type of person. I need a lot of sparks for some reason. I'm extra. I don't know why. And so I can't even say that I'm there. I'm there. Do you ever get there where everything just feels good? But I got to stinking thinking, because I'm a friend of Bill, kind of, like we had, you know, I've done some church basements in my time. And I'm a stinking thinker, for sure, you know. And I started getting an attitude that the world, I was entitled. I put 20 years into my career. There's some weird virus. There's this president that I hate. There's just so much going on. You know, I live in South Minneapolis. There's the, like, just crazy heavy
heavy, 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 heavy stuff, right? Did you know that we all went through that? Well, I didn't come out very good. And I thought the world owed me for a second. And I'm like, I'm going to wait till this stuff comes to me. Because I've already hustled. I've already put what I needed into the world. Obviously, the world doesn't care, you know? And then I started kind of doing my gratitude list again. And I just started really seeking after I realized nothing is going to be given to me. Just to let you guys know. You know, you have to be an advocate for yourself, which can be so hard when you don't even know if you want to be you know? But I'm pulling out of it, just like you will, and just like everybody does. So I started writing this song. You guys ready? And I'm used to having a full band, and I arranged for a full band. So I'm going to need your help. Now that I've brought you down. This song is called Death in G minor. No, I'm just joking. All right, so I was super worried because first of all, I have 5 minutes, so I gotta shut the hell up. And then, I really need help with clapping. Can you guys, everybody's already like zhuzhed you up, you know? Like I've heard you clap, I've heard you do call and response. I know that you're capable, correct? There's no, like the bar is set. You guys have to be good now, so. And this is called, and another thing which is hilarious, I call this FML, which is Find My Love. And I didn't do it on purpose. It's because, you know, and I do demos and bring them to my band. You know how you abbreviate your files. And I'm like, FML. And I'm like, oh, so fun. I'm like by myself thinking I'm cool. All right, you guys ready? Okay, so I don't know how to do this. So good luck. That's my note. I received your urgent message. You said you wanted me, but you don't know where you are. It could be miles, it could be feet. Collected all my gold, tucked it in my sock. Gonna slide on down my stony sidewalk. I gotta find my love. Can you guys clap with me? Find my love. So I'm gonna do this out too. I'm gonna also instruct you. Can you guys sing? Okay, so I'm gonna go. Find my love. Da 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 da. I gotta find my love. Do the da. Da 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 da. I gotta find my love. Oh, gotta find my love. Cruise around the corner. You must have dropped a note. You said you couldn't wait for me, and this is what you wrote. Where did love hide? I don't know. Light it up with a match and watch it explode. You guys are so good. At this moment, you're finding your love, and I want you to prove it to me. Nobody's judging you. I want you to sing it loud. I gotta find my love. I gotta, come on now, find my love. Da 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 da. I gotta find my love. Da 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 da. I gotta find my love. Up and over, through and back. I know I'm almost there. I can feel it deep down in my bones and whipping through my hair. My body is just without a care. I can feel it when I lick my finger and put it in the air. I gotta find my love. I gotta find my love. God, you guys are really nice when you're finding your love. It's just so, you're like, I gotta find my love. Da 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 da. I gotta, and this is how I find it. You guys ready? I gotta find my love. Maybe there's something wrong. Maybe I'm too angry. I gotta find my love. Da 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 da. I gotta find my love. Da 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 da. I gotta find my love. Da 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 da. I want to be like, find my love. But are you guys finding your love? I know I am.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Davina. Stay right here. We want to bring all of our performers back up on stage. We want to thank you. Yeah, we're going to do one big group photo with all of our performers. We have our special Kimberly Sen designed Morningside After Dark hat for everyone. We hope to sell these at a show. I think maybe we're going to do this at our next show, February 27th. So get ready for merch. We're so excited. We're going to be back here February 27th for Moving Pictures, our theme for February. We're so excited. We want to say thank you again to our amazing sponsors. Don't forget to hit the tables over here for a month of free Yoga Fit Yoga with the Shook signing people up over there. And for Comma Bookshop with the amazing Sparks books for you to peruse. And all of our amazing, we had a lucky winner tonight from the 10 spot. We'll do that again. Hyperbole, the best podcast ever. Don't forget to tune in. Thank you so much. And Dissonance, once again, thank you for making this a paid gig for our artists. We are so grateful to you for being here tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you next month.